Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're getting into the real nuts and bolts of the data center. We're looking at the NTI SERIMUX-S-32DP.
Yeah, this is a really critical piece of kit. It's a 32-port SSH console serial switch, and it has dual AC power. I mean, for anyone managing a network, its job is, well, it's a lifesaver.
A lifesaver, how?
It gives you secure, out-of-band management for up to 32 serial devices. So think your routers, your switches, all that mission-critical stuff.
Yeah.
You can get to it over TCP/IP or, and this is crucial, even a dial-up modem if your main network just, falls over.
That out-of-band part is really the whole game, isn't it? So our mission today is to figure out why this architecture is so essential for reliability. It's not cheap. It's about $1,995.
Right?
But we did find a discount code for you. It's 5% off for 5% off. So, okay, let's start with just the scale of it. How does it handle all that gear?
Well, the big thing is connecting 32 RS-232 devices directly. You just eliminate all that complexity of having, separate terminals or PCs for every device.
It cleans things up.
It does. And what's interesting is you have those 32 remote connections, but it also has one RJ45 connector for a local terminal. So a tech can just walk up to the rack and plug right in.
And it must be flexible to work with all that different equipment, some of it probably ancient.
Totally. The ports are individually configurable. You can set baud rates from like 50 all the way up to 115.2K, different character widths, multiple flow control schemes.
So RTS, CTS, Exon X, stuff, that kind of thing.
Exactly. Both, even. So you have basically zero friction trying to connect your most obscure legacy hardware.
What about the physical reach? In a big data center, that matters.
It's actually kind of surprising. You're using standard CT5 or CT6 cable, and the max length is 1,000 feet.
1,000 feet.
305 meters, yeah. It gives you a ton of flexibility, and it even comes with 4 of the most common adapters to make it painless.
Okay, so we've got the connectivity covered. It's massive, it's flexible, but none of that matters if it's not secure.
Right, and that's where the foundation comes in. This whole thing runs on a hardened Linux system, so it's stable and secure from the ground up.
And on top of that,
security is just mandatory. It uses Secure Shell SSH version 2 and HDTPS. Every single session is encrypted end-to-end. Plus, you get granular port authentication, so you can lock down exactly who touches which device.
Let's talk redundancy, because that's where the engineering really shines. It protects against the two biggest killers.
Yep.
Network failure and power loss.
Yep. It has dual Ethernet ports, HEN 100 base T, and the optional dual AC power means the switch itself is protected from a power supply failure.
And it's built to last, I assume?
Oh, yeah. It's a rugged steel, 1RU case. And we have to talk about the MTBF mean time between failures.
I was just about to ask, what are the numbers?
For this model, it's 87,420 hours.
Wow. Okay, so put that in perspective for us. That's nearly 10 years of continuous operation.
Exactly. This isn't a device you worry about. It's the device you build your reliability strategy around. It's your last line of defense. When everything else fails, this is how you get back in and start fixing things without having to drive to the site.
10 years of reliability.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't just protect itself, does it? I saw something about environmental monitoring.
You did. This is a really clever feature. Beyond just being a switch, it's like a tiny little environmental sentinel for your server room.
How does that work?
It has 2 RJ45 sensor ports. You can plug in external sensors for, say, temperature and humidity, or even for water detection.
So it can warn you about a leak.
A leak, an AC failure, you name it. And it even monitors itself. It has an internal temperature sensor that's really accurate, and it watches fan speed.
And something goes wrong. If a temperature threshold is crossed.
The alert system is highly proactive. It sends out emails to up to 17 different addresses. It'll light up LEDs on the unit. It updates its web page. And it sends out formal network management alerts via SNMP.
So to just boil this all down for you listening, you get this streamlined, menu-driven control, top-tier security with SSH, and just maximized uptime from all that redundancy and the proactive alerts. It really is a core infrastructure tool.
And that actually brings up a final thought. We've focused on what it does, for remote management, but you should really think about the unseen role these kinds of console switches play in just keeping the internet running.
How so?
Well, features like IPM-IV2 and syslog integration, they let admins do really deep, low-level diagnostics on servers without ever interrupting service. It's the silent machinery in the background that guarantees that perpetual uptime we all just expect now.